The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Today, let's change your life. Let's get a tablet and a pen. Let's begin. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Write it down, please. Top of that tablet, write down today's date. I'm always looking at dates and times and results. All right, I push myself every day. Now, by the way, this is live. We do this 6 times a week. I'm online 6 days a week, too. I like goodies. To be honest with you, I didn't like being used and abused as a kid, and I wasn't lucky getting a good mommy and a daddy like most people do. So I'm online 6 days a week helping people just like you. Rags to riches, no problem. All right, why? I got to eat out of a trash can as a kid and got used by Mrs. Hope. Reality is my journey was not so easy. Born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. Mrs. Hope got to use and abuse me too. I want to use my life as an example how I got to million to billion. 2.6 billion in corporate structure at 26. So your structure today, you could actually redo your life just a little bit. Let me rebuild it for you. Now, I made a promise to myself as a little boy. I'd never get married and have kids. Why would I want to do that? All I saw was abuse as a kid. But I made a promise to myself that I would not get married and have kids unless I had a foolproof program. And I couldn't find one, so I created one. And it can change the whole world starting today. So the bottom line is, once you understand something, it's just like my first child. All right, I was never holding a baby as a kid. Basically, when I had my first daughter, my wife laughed at me and said, change her. She thought it was funny. I said, can you help me at least the first time? She kept laughing and said, you'll figure it out. See, the bottom line is I learned to look behind that curtain a long time ago. What most people do, they follow like sheep and ducks and they're stuck. And that kind of sucks. When I was a little boy, they kept saying money for a rainy day. I asked them what that meant. They couldn't explain it to me. So I came up with a solution. Here's a solution for every one of you. Take out your personal cards in your pocket and purse today. The back of every card, I'd like you to put a sticky. I want to make it simple, dummy size it, okay? If we put a sticky behind our cards, all right, and we write down the limit and we maintain 25%, never pass 29%, you can maintain a 750, 800 score. Now, I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough years ago. He was security chief at TRW and Experian. Now, I call it Ray's Rules today. We take two cards, $100,000. What do? We don't use more than 29%. What does that do for you? Very simple. It gives you $71,000 of safety credit in case blank hits a fan, loss of job, or pandemic. You see, that's the line of defense. Next, they said, basically, don't put your eggs in one basket. Well, that sounded good. I actually explained it to me, too, and they could not do that either. I just thought the grown-ups when I was a kid were stupid, to be honest with you. Now, I want to understand something today. Some of you probably have a corporation. Oh, goody. You look on TikTok, Google, and YouTube, and they all got all these opinions. All right, do this one because it isn't taxed. This, that, stop. If a corporation hasn't made any money, why are they talking about tax? Corporations don't pay tax so they're profitable. So you have to understand what type of corporation, but the bottom line is all corporations on the Secretary of State's website are there. So when they sue a corporation, no matter what type it is, they sue you. Does that make you a duck or a sheep? So understand something, what I did. I created something called division process. Can you write that down, please? Division process. You see, you watch banks and grocery stores and cities file bankruptcy on branch numbers. Those are corporations. So their corporation owns corporations. And they file bankruptcy, they'll bring the pain home like you. You got a choice today. I'm going to show you what I invented in 85, 86. This will change the whole world so they don't ever bring the pain home. But again, that's up to you. Then they said, don't, put all your ducks in a row. To me, all that means is have a corporation, 3 divisions, and $1 million. $1 million of credit. So the bottom line is the goal should be never bring the pain home. But you have to listen and learn. Now, again, I made a promise to myself. Unless I could come up and find a program or I could create something that's foolproof, literally, I would never have a family. Well, I've got basically 6 kids, 10 grandkids, and more to come. You see, I got a solution for every one of you. There's no reason to bring the pain home in the first place. So we're going to talk about corporation divisions and you. We're going to talk about creating you to be a good CFO. So the lack of knowledge makes us do stupid things. I think most people fall like ducks and sheep. See, today, I want you to chase that goal. I want to ask yourself a question. Which one are you? Next thing I want you to think about is a couple of things. We're going to look at the SSN, the SS4. So write down on a piece of paper, SSN, SS4, okay? Here's your biggest problem. Your biggest problem is your lack of knowledge in you. So what are we going to do? We're going to make sure we correct that today. Now, let's think about something. An SSN is a Social Security number. Okay. Now, before Nixon took the gold standard out and he went, I'm not a crook, the reality is very simple. Our government and presidents confiscated all the gold. They took it from everybody. They call it Fort Knox. Then Nixon took the gold standard out. So that means you, if mommy did your SSN, that's after Nixon took the gold standard out. If you did it 14 to 16, all right, that was before that time. So let's understand something today. Your SSN had nothing to do with credit. It never has. Unfortunately, a bunch of silly people, sheep and ducks, started to use it and abuse it. And now everybody's kind of screwed up. You see, people got credit cards in the 70s and 80s without applying using their SSN. So we only get one chance to try. Have you ever heard one number? One is a lonely number. 2 is better than 1. There's a song from years ago, too. How about we the people? We, the people, they track our income based on the SSN. It's tax, 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 and probate when we die. And they reach in the grave and take that too. Next, we have SS4. So let's understand today, your banks, grocery stores, and cities, they bankrupt locations called branch numbers. You see, your biggest problem is your lack of knowledge, and we're going to correct that today. Let's look at this, our legal name of entity. Do you see that? Or individual person. So a Bank of America that's bankrupt 5,000 locations, every location is a branch number in a corporation. So then when they bankrupt a piece, they write off on their taxes. So number one, we could put your name on line 1 of an SS4. So let's think. SSN is 1040 tax return. SS4 is the 1120 tax return, known as a tax ID. Now, I'm allowed as an affiliate, 119 creditors for 39 years, to put a tax ID on my dashboard and put a name, corporation, division, or subsidiary and build cash reports, sparing, Tranju, and Equifax. Why would you ever screw up your credit in the first place? Oh, you started a business. Well, that makes no damn sense. I don't understand, stupid. I'm sorry. All right, people do stupid things. Personal credit, you jacked it up, you got stuck, you dropped your score, can't get any more, and you couldn't write off diddly squat. Corporation and corporate credit, you can write off interest rate and credit card and line of credit. It can finance itself. I mean, are these turned up today? I mean, why would anybody be stupid enough to bring the pain home? I don't know. But again, I want to challenge every one of you today. Never bring the damn pain home, ever. And truly a second chance. So let's look at the United States of America Incorporated. What did they do? They took 50 corporations called states, state corporations called cities. And then listen carefully. They invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. You see, they planned the problem if it happened to them too. Your problem is you never planned the problem. And you got your assets kicked. So let's understand. So when a city filed bankruptcy, 11 of them so far, they wiped out their debt and they stayed in business in front of you. Your biggest problem is you again. So we, the people, and corporations, a legal person. A legal what? Another corporate umbrella, so is everything else too. So the goal should be stop bringing the damn pain home. Again, you never had to. Like I said, I made a promise to myself. And why I created divisions, it was basically divisions, is because I got a vision in 84, 85. So here's the goal. Never bring the pain home. Everybody from high school to college needs to learn what I have to say today. So they never screw up and bring the pain home, ever. But again, I wanted a second chance too. I'm going to show you why you need 9 divisions of you, okay? I'm going to show you how you get 9 lives today. So here we go again. We're going to look at it. We're going to write down, this time you're going to write down division of me. Can you write down division of me, please? All right, so that means you. So what happens is line 1 again. Now what we're going to do is put your name on line 1. What does that allow me to do in my system? It allows me to build credit report, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. In other words, you don't screw up you anymore. Is that okay? All right, is that okay? So that a corporation, a division subsidiary could use the tax ID the way it was supposed to be in the first place under a corporate umbrella. You see, again, what you have to focus on is the division of me. So let's talk about assets and what you did. Here's one of the $1 million cars in the Lamborghini collection under the corporation. Here's the keys. I show real stuff. I don't rent something for an hour to do a damn video to go on social media and go blah, blah, blah. My blah, blah, blah is really working. So here's the Lamborghini. It's worth $1 million. The payment is $6,800 a month. And if I guarantee it, SSN, and I can't pay it, then they take it away, and then they report their loss to the IRS and give me a 1099-C. So now I got a credit problem, shitty credit, and I got an IRS problem. And I'm being beat up everywhere I go. Kind of like what you've been doing for you. Kind of silly and dumb, right? So if I get the Lamborghini of the corporation, because the corporation's on the Secretary of State's website, when they sue the corp, they sue me. I'm still a freaking duck. Well, that would suck. So let's do exactly what I did. See, I want to show you how I got to million at 14.5, okay? So here's the goal. I got the Lamborghini in a division of a corporation. Now, I have a choice, and I showed you SSN versus SS4. I guaranteed the Lamborghini is an SS4. SS what? 4. So that means as long as I have no intent to do fraud, which I don't, all right, and I can't pay the bill, $1,600 a month, something goes wrong in business, up and down, I can do 3 things. Write down the 3-step, please. We can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Fight to save it for 6 months, can't save it. We're going to bankrupt the hell out of it as we have a corporation, all the other pieces and locations. Okay, we're going to protect the corp, the divisions, and our families. Anybody who brings the pain home after meeting me is just plain stupid. Okay, I don't understand stupid. So when we lease a building, you lease it as a division, not the corporation, because they sue the corp, they sue you. You're still a friggin' duck. Once again, it doesn't matter what type of corporation, LLC, LLP, and all this BS and S&C, until you understand how to play. And they talk about tax. Come on, you haven't made any friggin' money. Corporations don't pay tax, so they're profitable anyway. Haven't you noticed rich and famous people's lines of credit more than they bring in? They never pay any friggin' tax. So understand something today. Let's pay attention. Now, getting the property, the house. Next, we're going to talk about money. When you receive money as SSN, tax, probate to your dad, and they reach in the grave and take that too. That's called probate. If we get money in SS4, we don't pay tax till we're profitable. So here we get the leftover, and we were supposed to survive after they taxed it on the leftover. Over here, we get to pay the bills first and pay all the goodies and pay the tax on the leftover. You see which way we're going to play. Now, the next thing you have to understand is this. Every card I get you as an affiliate, so this is like a $1 million card. Under the Fair Lending Act, they're allowed 99 more cards. So if I got you one, my next question would you like 9 sisters? You see, I've been collecting credit cards since I was 9.5 years old, okay? Because I got $100,000 when I started Helping Hand Industries in the mail. It's kind of fun. But having book after book after book, about 53 million is kind of fun. You see, why would anybody ever bring the damn pain home in the first place? I don't understand, stupid. And you're not stupid. Why would you follow like ducks and sheep? You need 9 divisions of you and 9 divisions for every asset. All right, pay attention today. A division of me can guarantee a card, a house, a franchise. What is the goal again? Never bring the pain home. There's your goal. Corporate umbrella. You got it so far? Remember, corporations illegal what? %. I'll show you chapter 18. Now, if you have a corporation today, I need you to pay attention, turn these up. I want you to go to Google. I want you to search your corporation, Secretary of State in your state, and I want you to find the corporation. Now, I hope it scares the hell out of you because you see the corp, you see your name. So it doesn't matter what type of corp or tax or any of this crap in the beginning because they're talking out their butts. We're going to talk about the truth, okay? When they sue the corp, they sue you. You could be innocent. But that retainer that the attorney wants from $5,000 to $25,000 is going to take all your money to prove you're innocent. Now understand something. If you see your home address, jump up, kick yourself in the ass, and say, I'm stupid. By the way, 87% of people who start a corporation or get one use their home address, which is called stupid. Okay, come on, I don't get it. Corporations are free. I want you to listen and learn. I want you to put your ducks in a row. Because if you don't sue that corporation, you became a duck. They sue you. Quack, quack, sheep, bah. The problem is you, again. Divisions give you the line of defense. I invented them in 85, 86. Where you been? It's not my fault you didn't pay attention. And divisions are privately. They're not on the Secretary of State's website. So it's like a needle in the friggin' haystack. You better learn to play. But that's up to you. I mean, come on, look at you today. You're getting older, slower. You're not as purr as you used to be. Neither am I. But you keep bringing the damn pain home. How are you going to get where you want to go? You see, you need to figure out who's going to guarantee things in the future. Starting today, SSN, SS4. You got a choice to play. Well, we're going to talk about a couple divisions for you. Now, as long as you have no intent to do fraud, listen again, under a corporate umbrella, something goes wrong in a division, you're not a duck. And the bottom line is if you have a corporation today, let me build credit to it, cash credit. Or let me get you 9 divisions so you quit screwing up in the first place. Remember, get you one of these cards up to $1 million to $100,000. What's my next question? Would you like 9 sisters? How hard is that to figure out? You can't write off personal credit. Using this to start a business is stupid. You dropped your score. You can't get any more. You can't write up diddly squat. What the hell's wrong with the consumer? Are they just that stupid to follow people? Corporate credit's a write-off. Interest rate credit card is free friggin' money. You maintain a payment. And if you screw up a division, get rid of it. Go get another one. Give yourself a second chance to try. Hell, as long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. I don't know what your problem is. Your problem is you again and again. But again, what's the goal? Never bring the pain home. See, corporate credit's a write-off, personal credit's not. As we play, I want you to do yourself a favor today. Usually anything above $10,000 in corporate credit doesn't show up on personal credit reports, okay? So let's say we take these 3 cards here. They're 100,000 a piece of Wells Fargo, okay? 100 grand. Let's take one of them and let's suck out all the money. Now, if you have money and you spend it, it goes bye-bye. You'd have a pot to piss in. But if you take that 100,000 and you reference 3, write it down, reference 3 times 5, it's $1.5 million. Now, the corporation is going to create a line of credit of $1.5 million. Got it? Borrow money is not taxable. So when we buy that franchise, after all the bills are paid, we have 38% left over. Is that okay? How about the apartment complex? Your goal should be to focus on getting up to $100,000 of credit, getting that financial freedom. Now, if you like, we'll build you $100,000 at the office. We charge 10%. That's 10 grand. During a live webinar with me, now, not an hour later, not 10 hours, not next week, not wait, can I call you next week? Forget it. Call the office, pay $10,000 friggin' dollars. Your discount with me is $3,999. Take it or leave it. Simple. You see, I want to show you the real goodies. The $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall. The $1 million Lamborghini. Oh, one of the $5 million mansions. And the race boats worth $1 million. What do they say? Ray Reynolds University.com. These are things I obtained. I got no tickety talking blah, blah, blah. Hell, I'll tell you the damn truth. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. So let's tell about the truth. That 100,000 to $1 million. All right. How bad you really want it? Come on. It's one of the yachts in the backyard. Come on. So you got one source that'll get you to $1 million. I've done 27 people to billionaire, and I've done 27 million millionaire people so far now. So what do we get to do? Now, do you like goodies? Those are just a couple things I obtained. You want to see the card collection too? Your problem is you. There your problem is. I make millionaires every day. Would you like to join them? Would you like to be next? Who's going to stop you? You. Simple. So if I add you to my credit system, and I'm the one who trained and set up Ken Yarborough years ago, TRW stood for The Report's Wrong, Thomas Romo Railridge, and they became what? 1968, they sold it and became Asperium. Then they got indicted so many freaking times, they moved to Dublin, Ireland. That's where their corporate base is. So what do we get to do? I can show you how to get a $5 million mansion too. So what do we have to do? Number one, show you real goodies. Then I got to show you how to get the American dream. And then I have to analyze your credit. I got to tear apart what you did and what you screwed up. So I'm going to basically, if you screwed up nothing, great. I'll add history and start popping it right away. So I can get somebody a 750 guaranteed in 90 days, 90 working days, as long as they do what I tell them to do and they follow through. Simple to do. What is your goal? What's your goal today? You see, I'm online 6 days a week. I've been in person or online for 45 years, repackaging people just like you. I got no excuse. Neither do you. Today, when you sign up for anything today, you're going to get all the workshops for the rest of the year if it's done today. Why? Today's the last day of the month. We got to close our books. So level 1, 2, and 3 and all specialty classes are yours if you sign up for anything during this broadcast today. You see, I got a 6 months program there, almost done after 60 more days, and then we're doing a review. The review is going to be basically about the Millionaires Founders Kit. The books, the 12 books and CDs I sold at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. We're going to tear it apart. The real estate system, how I really obtained millions and millions of dollars in real estate. All right, not some pipe dream. From there, we're going to go into the financial system. How I was the largest registered agent in 2009 in the world, sold 10 times more Nevada Corps than anybody until I died and came back to help you. You see, the reality is you got choices. Now, May 26th, write it down, 27th, 28th. 3 days. We're going to reach your goals, but it's up to you. Now, if you're part of the 6 months program, that's great. If not, you can join us as well. Here's how it works today. On those 3 days, if you sign up today during the broadcast, I'm going to give you level 1, 2, and 3 for 90 days. I'm going to give you the specialty classes. I'm going to give you $25,000 of cash credit. $25,000. Is that good? Now, normally, this is going to cost you about $7,000. During this broadcast, okay, I'm charging you $1,000. I'm giving it away. But again, I'm challenging you too. The next thing is, if you want these for 6 months, the level 3 and all that stuff, and specialty classes too, all right, and you want basically literally $50,000 of credit, all those together are usually about $10,000. Today, $1,999 to reach your goal and spend 3 days with me. And I'm going to do all that for you too. Isn't that fun? Now understand, we're going to be reaching your goals. All right, all these classes start right away. They're online with me. If you do it during the broadcast, your extra bonus is you get the 18 books and CDs for free. And I'm going to give you 3 private calls for me coaching you. Take away your excuses. All right, I don't like excuses. Now, when you sign up during this broadcast, I'm going to double the amount of credit. Instead of 25, it's 50. Instead of 50, it's 100. There you go. Take a picture of Zelle today. You're going to need it. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. You got bank transfer, deposit, or wire, as long as you call Scott and say you're on your way to make that deposit today. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to goodies, I like goodies. I didn't like you to have a trash can on the pier when I was 3 years old. I thought it sucked. I didn't like being used and abused by Mrs. Hope and her son David. It sucked too. I show goodies. You like goodies? How many goodies would you like? All right, God's gift, the race boats in the harbor. All right, the big buildings and the Lamborghinis too. So here's the keys. Or we can pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. You see, I want to show you the truth to set you free. Is that okay? So the reality today, I can make you a corporate millionaire if you want. Now, that's just me in 1981. All right, you see, they say white men can't jump, but I hold the record for the fastest kick and the highest damn kick on the planet. Whee! So white men can jump, just stupid people say we don't. Here, the Guinness Book of Records came in to take a picture. First big thing he said out of his big fat mouth, "Where's the wires?" All right, and I kicked out the lights and he ran like a little girl. Kind of pissed me off. And he came back within an hour and says, "There's no wires. This is an aluminum building." Oh, no blank, Sherlock. See, my point is this. Okay, no matter where you come from, because I come from hell, I come from Gardena, Watts, Torrance, and Hawthorne, and Carson too, all the good areas, you can accomplish your goals. I got no excuses, do you? Your choice is how bad you want it. You see, I got 10 classes on Saturday. 8 of them you're invited to if you want. I can be your coach for 90 days to a lifetime. But the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. We're not stupid, but please stop bringing the pain home. Now, I like to be your personal coach. I'm the #1 coach worldwide for 33 years. Why not me? I'll hold your hand every step of the way because I don't hear no. Only silly people say no. They say no, I say thank you, go around and look behind the curtain. I figured it out for myself. So today, I want you to write down, there is 1,000 steps to millionaire. 1,000 steps. They're in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Okay, to be a certified CFO. Now, understand, I'm leaving about $10 billion to the Ray Reynolds University when I die eventually again. So, what I wanted to do when I was 26, when I retired, having a paycheck for 30 years, all right, I wanted to help people for free, but nobody wanted to play with me. My wife calls this my hobby. So the reality is this: most of the programs you get involved with, I'm going to give you, all right, literally 100% back your money, or times 10 through business and personal credit. Okay, I'm going to take away all your excuses that you've had before, because all those people that ripped you off for thousands of dollars too, we're going to make sure you basically get where you want to go. Now, I want you to draw that diagram in front of you. I want you to think about Bank of America, who's bankrupt now, over 5,000 locations. They have their parent company. They bankrupt a branch number, which is a corporation subsidiary, and they write off on their taxes. Okay, you've got Chase that does it, Wells Fargo, they all do it, in US Bank, even Sam's Club, Geico, and the cities too. Biggest goal for you again, number one, all right, stop bringing the pain home. Number two, become a certified CFO. Number three, reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Okay, I started my blueprint when I was 9.5 years old. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. Is that okay? As we play, here you go again. Corporation's a legal person. We the people. We got SSN, tax, probate till we're dead. All right, we get basically our taxes taken out, then we get the leftover, and we're supposed to survive. Then we watch rich and famous people do what I'm trying to get you to do. The SS4, doesn't pay tax, so we're profitable. Now, I want you to write down irs.gov. I want you to play by the IRS's rules. I want you to write down 1244. I want you to do what's called a single tax filing, SS4 and SSN together. They also call it an S corporation. So I don't give a damn what they say on Tickety Talk, Google, and YouTube, and blah, blah, blah. All right, you don't have to pay taxes. Stop it. You haven't made any friggin' money. How can you pay friggin' tax? No taxes due till you're profitable. All right, and when they see the corp, they're going to sue you anyway, unless you protect your ass. Let's see, you got to learn to play. What are you waiting for? You waiting for what? The lottery? To get a raise? Christmas? I rescheduled that, okay? Are these turned up? I don't understand. Every one of you, because time is not replaceable. All right, you're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. It's time to go get it. But again, I like to repackage every one of you. Is that okay? Is that okay? I repackage you. Let's take a corporate umbrella. Could be the one you got and add divisions, or get you a new one. And let's basically stop bringing the pain home. And let's put our ducks in a row. And let me repackage you under the corporate umbrella. Wow, that's all we got to do. Now, I have a brand new TV show coming up in 2024. So my 6 days a week are almost over this year. Bye-bye. I'm going to be on show with the people that I interview and have some fun. If you want to be added to the list, get through the program and I'll add you to the class and be on the list too. And you can be on TV showing your little story too. Simple. Now, I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people, homeless people, people coming out of prison too. What happens with most people, probably you sit around the kitchen table and say, I'm going to start a business, honey, and let's hawk the house. What if it doesn't work? Oh, what is that? So stop. We hawk the house, we jack up the cards, we drop the score, can't get it anymore, and we couldn't write off dilly squat. And 9 out of 10 people screwed up anyway. Does that sound like you? I'm sorry, that's called silly and dumb. Corporate credit, you can write it all off, interest rate. So when you start a business, you should always build the cash credit to finance itself. Since I create a division process too, you might want me to do it for you, because the goal is again and again, never bring the pain home. Why don't you write down today's date and let's project 90 working days. Let's go get the goal. Let's go get the dream. Now, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years every Wednesday night for $5,000 a set. And I got millions and millions in real estate using my system because I invented Homestead Blocker, UCC1, and Chattel Mortgage. If you're in real estate, explain what I just said. And I know you can't. So, but again, you might want to learn to play the financial series, become the bank, buckets of money. Ooh, I love that. So today, if you spend $9.99, I'll give you the 18 books and CDs for free. Is that okay? So starting a business, running a business, oh my goodness, you better hold your breath. You don't know if your friends, family, and people around you are going to knock you down. Are they going to catch you? Or you're going to fall off the cliff and die. Hey, that's a business for you today. Now, what do I do every day? Ever since I was 2.5 years old, I have to get up at 2:25. If I slept in past that, that abuser would come get me. So I knew my body was talking about this. So since I was 2.5, I wake up at 2:25 every day. I drop to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. See, not getting a real family or mommy or daddy, all I got is Father's Knows Best on TV. Reality is I have to put myself in check. You listen to your friends and family. Oh, goody. I'll bet you some of them ripped you off and knocked you down. And then they cloud your direction too. Why don't we turn these up today? Let's go really go get it. Is that okay? Now, let me explain. July 4, 2009. I got 3 yachts in the backyard, and I got corporate structure up to $3 billion. I'm helping people 6 days a week. No problem. My wife says, honey, can we take out a group of people to watch the fireworks? I said, okay, why not? How many people? Now, I died the next day, N1H1. Now, I'm in a different place. This time you're stopped on Earth, but I'm in a different weird place. And I'll explain that in one of my books too. But I do get to hear what's going on. My tax attorney tricked my wife to sign a POA to steal my life while I'm laying there dead. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to rip out my heart and take it away. But Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back that day, and I said, go back. You see, I want to show you exactly how I'm God's example. I moved, had to move, literally, all right, 24 times when I'm 11 and a half years old. I've been shot twice with a gun. I've been knifed 6 times. I got no excuses, but I believe I'm God's example. Can you listen? Can you follow through too? But it's going to be up to you. So I got a book coming out this year. Jesus is not a drive-through. See, being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. Now let's show you some real goodies. Let's get you past go because I think you're stuck. Let's show you some Lamborghinis. Let's show you Duffy in the harbor, mansions, how white men do jump and just stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard. Is that okay where you park yours? Helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and some Ferraris too. Wow. You see, I'll show you some real goodies. I call it Ray's Rules. So I created my blueprint, started that at 9.5 years old, and I call it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. Is that okay if you write down See It, Believe It, Go Get It? So you got some choices. Now, credit repair, they got no friggin' magic wand. What the hell's wrong with people? They're giving $100+ a month for these stupid companies who can't collect money up front, but they keep doing it because people are just stupid, literally, and they keep still having shitty credit 1 or 2 years later. Federal Trade says they can't collect money up front, but why don't you check that out before you pay that next payment, some of you ding-dongs? You see, why don't you basically just Google Section 611, or you can see what you can do for yourself today, too. Now, understand, writing stupid letters to the credit bureaus, not mine, not late, makes them a little pissed off, and your score drops some more, and then they come get you. Now, here's the truth. If you owe a collection agency, all right, or a creditor, you have to man up, woman up. You got to pay your debt. You can't rip off your creditor. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. If not, they're going to keep going after your credit report. And go keep screwing you up. You got to man up, woman up. Now, if you really want a 750, all you got to do is listen to me. I help set up the system anyway. So we open any collection account, we negotiate. All cards but 2 are at 25, 29%. And on top of that, a wrapper refresh I invented 39 years ago when I was training Ken Yarborough and helping Harold Stokes too. Isn't that fun? Now you got a 750 score. You can sit there going all day long, or you can be a CFO for corporate divisions. I call it the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, so here we go, the first 25 steps today, okay? Get your Credit Karma. Let's analyze it. Let's tear apart your credit reports and see what you did to yourself. So I can point out exactly on Saturday at 1:30 exactly what I want you to do. Yeah, that's right. I'm personally going to hold your hand. Won't that be a good concept for you too? But then we're going to analyze that credit so you can get a 750 score in 90 working days. So then you can be a certified CFO. Now, we got to go back to the basics and understand here's a form you didn't pay attention to, and you should have. It could be because mommy did the SSN, or you did it before Nixon took the gold standard out. Here's the form you should have paid attention to in detail and dissected. It says line number 1, name to be shown on card, full name at birth other than above. SSN equals 1040 tax return. Your Social Security card in your personal wallet today, I don't believe you ever read it front and back and dissected it again 10 times over. It'll say do not laminate, don't carry with you. It'll say don't use for ID purposes, and you did it anyway. And it always says property of such administration, not you, which is the IRS. So we got basically a 1040 tax return because we created a SSN. Got it? That's how they track your income again and again. The first job you had a long time ago, you thought that company ripped you off. Half your money was missing. And someone pointed out the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover, and you try to survive on that. Good luck. See, that's what makes us ducks and sheep, because you didn't pay attention. A corporation's a legal person, and we can say we, the people, all day long. So we got to understand that 1244 a little bit more, no matter if it's a CS, LLP, and blah, blah, blah. You haven't made any damn money. All these people talking out their butts. Show me your million. Show me your billion. All they can do is go beep, beep, beep. So we're going to understand something today. When we go to the irs.gov, we're going to download the 1244 and show you how you almost never pay tax again by playing by the rules. Isn't that fun? Rich and famous people do it every day in front of you. So there's no loophole. I mean, Nike doesn't pay tax. UPS doesn't pay tax. I mean, all these airlines, they don't pay tax. Why would you pay tax? Again, you get one SSN. We're all ducks and sheep. 9 out of 10 people screw that up every day. A corporation gets an SS4. Oh, Getty. When they sue the court, no matter what type it is, they sue you. You're a duck. Quack, quack. How do banks and groceries do it, Ray? They have corpse owning corpse. So what are we going to do? We're going to use the division process. That way, as long as we have no intent to defraud, we can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and get another piece. Why would anybody screw up their family and their credit? I don't understand that. I just think it's stupid. I don't get it. All right, maybe someone can explain it to me. All they can say is, Ray, I didn't know. Hell, nobody taught me. I got no excuses, neither do you. I got to make you and rebuild you under the SSN. Got it? I want you to be a qualified CFO of the corporations and the divisions. At the same time, I need to get you to pay attention to an SS4. I want you to choose wisely from now on. I want you to be a double CFO for the corporations and the divisions. Is that okay? I want you to put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. Okay, you understand that? So if we play my way and we look at this form again, now we pay attention, we understand rules and tools. We understand line 1, SSN equals 1040, and now we have to look in the corner. It says SS5. That's the IRS. Wow, no one paid attention. Let's compare it to the SS4. So we're going to look at IRS forms, SS5, SS4, okay? The banks and grocery stores, because it says entity, that's how they bankrupt locations and get a tax credit, and you go home and go boo-hoo-hoo because you don't know how to play. Shame on you. I don't understand that. But it says individual person right there. So we could actually play and put your name on line 1 today. Would that be okay with you? If you pay attention to get to millionaire? I did it at 14 and a half, okay? Now, the only form on planet Earth and the United States of America Incorporated that allows banking purposes per entity, that's credit and banking purposes, is the SS4. Why did you bring the pain home? I don't understand. Why would anybody bring the pain home? I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Where the blank have you been? Corporations should do 4 things. That's it. It should buffer tax, no matter what type it is. When you bring in the money, you don't pay tax till you're profitable. There you go. From there, what do? Corporate credit. Cash credit. We get to write off your credit card. We get the cart fleet price. We go to the hotel, get a free buffet. That's it. Divisions will do the first 7 things. Line of defense. Screw one, go get another one. Oh, good. They're cheap. Multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. Oh, basically credit reports too. And we want to do real estate. We do one per entity. We slippity-dippity-do. And basically what happens, you don't know if something falls and screw you up. You separate the liability. A division is the line of defense. Do you understand that? Is the line of what? Divisions. If everybody came out of high school and college, ran their life because they incorporate themselves as divisions, they get more chances to try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. That follows SSN, SS4, and allows us to build credit reports either way. You see, the way to play the game is my way. Now, I'll guarantee you exactly what I say I can do. 100%. As long as you do what I tell you to do, you follow through and you're part of the program. Violation, please don't do that. Don't jack up cards. Don't apply during the program. That's all I ask you to do. You see, the bottom line is if I got history to you in corp divisions and you get this pre-approved, it's not true. If you do screw up the program, we charge you a fee or we close your case. It's that simple. Open collection account, negotiate. Past can't chase future. IRS problem too? No problem. They got a form as well. They got a 656, a 433A and B, and you can get rid of the IRS problem too. Isn't that okay? We have to do a wrapper refresh. Now, as we do the wrapper refresh, it creates green lights. So your 750 is waiting for you. All you got to do is listen and learn and do it exactly what I tell you to do. Be part of the program. I'm going to get to repackage you. Is that okay? So don't forget the 3-step. It's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So here's how it works, the 750. It's waiting for you. We're going to add history. We're going to analyze you so you know the truth. We hold hands through the whole program. We sing Kumbaya. That way, we'll put you in check. You can put me in check too. No excuses. We tear apart your credit reports. We analyze them. History, rapid rescore. You go to class on Saturday, you pay attention. Again, what's the goal? 750. Now we're going to charge you $999 for all that, but I'm going to give you $1,000 card back. So I'm going to give you back to a corporate or personal credit card to give you back your money anyway. So here's the goal. You're now I'm your coach for 90 days. During the broadcast only, I discount this half price. That means $499. The card becomes $500 now just to reimburse you. During this broadcast, if you sign up during the broadcast, I double the credit. Okay? So you actually gain another $500 for just playing with me. Again, take a picture of Zell. That's all you got to do. Now, if you give me referrals, that's great. I'll build more credit or I'll sell you back 10%. But your referral has to say your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. Now, keep in mind, you can email me your referral's name. I'll have Scott, my controller, call them to write it up so I can sell you 10% back or build more credit. Now, if you do that through the email and they sign up, I give you the 18 books and CDs for free. Free! Isn't that fun? Now, I need you to call 888-567-8688. Here's your problem, you. They talk about robocalls, all this crap on the news, what to do, blah, blah, blah. Let's understand. You're a voter, so am I. Congratulations. They sell that voting list 412 times a year. Cable bill. Or you got a corporation, use your home address too. So why don't you call the number, opt out for 5 years or a lifetime. Now, we're going to plan the problem. I'll bet you had a friend and family member rip you off and steal money from you. I bet you spent thousands of crap that didn't work. So we're going to do it my way from now on. We're going to plan the problem. You're going to take your cards out of your personal wallet now. You're going to put a sticky in the back of the card. You're going to write down the limit. You're going to maintain 25% because I said so. Never pass 29% ever. And you're going to create your own line of defense. That's all the whole world has to do. Now, understand that's step number 5, but understand today. All dashboards, the way I designed it years ago, finally say 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Got it? So that sticky will give you the discipline you've been lacking all along. Now, I know you're going to say, Ray, I got an emergency. What do I do? You listen and learn. You see, here's your problem. When you're doing this crap to your credit and your family, you're not being responsible. You're being stupid. I'm sorry to say it's just true. You're not stupid. You just follow like sheep and ducks. That crap stops today. When you jack these up, get stuck, can't get any more, drop your score, can't write off diddly squat, that's called stupid. Okay? You're not going to do that anymore because you're not stupid. Okay? What we're going to do is pay attention. You have 2 cards, the way I've designed it, in the United States of America Incorporated, that you could jack up $1 million friggin' dollars and your score never goes up and down again. These are your emergency cards. And what do? You can jack up to $1 million. They don't fluctuate your score as long as you maintain the payment. Now, nobody has to bring the pain home ever again. What happens when you lose your job, have an emergency, everybody does the same stupid thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they can't wait to go jack it up and feel sorry for themselves. That's got to stop. It's like today, if you needed $5,000 now, what are you going to do? Go ask your friends, your family, the bank? They're going to say no when you need it. When you don't need it, here you go. The average person wastes $50 a day, sometimes every other day. Here's a card for $5,000. The payment for if I max it out, it's $50 a month. So what the average person wastes or pisses away every other day, they could have maintained a safety credit card. Now they also say that you waste $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take a corporate card and I take out $50,000 off the card, the payment is $612.26. To prove my point is what happens very simple. What the average person wastes and pisses away, they could have maintained $50,000 of corporate credit in debt and maintain the same payment and buy 2 pizza restaurants during a drive-through, during a pandemic. No more excuses. Reaching the goal, believe in yourself, please do. I believe in God, I believe in me. All right, white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. When Nixon took that gold standard out, I'm not a crook. All right, most people didn't pay attention. So we're going to pay attention starting today. Got it? You're going to write down Ray's rules now. All right, you're going to write down 2 cards, $100,000. Don't use more than 21%. Don't ever use this to start a business. That'd be kind of stupid. All right, what are we going to do? We're using the corporate credit I built to the corporation, and I give you a corporate your corporation and divisions too. You see, we to write an integrated credit card. If something goes wrong, we're going to bankrupt a division, protect the corp, the other pieces, and never bring the pain home. Because if you did that, why would you do that? It'd be stupid. That's what you did before, and you're not stupid. So understand, don't have any intent to do fraud. We're going to use basically Ray's rules. All right, we're going to basically have our cake and eat it too. Step number 7 today, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Is that okay with you? You see, I'm going to give you the real things that I invented. Most people follow like sheep and ducks. They do a great job, but they don't invent things and create things. As Steve Jobs said, I'm the greatest lateral thinker he ever met in his life. Probably true. God rest his soul too. There I am laying dead. I wish I would have go boo and scared the hell out of him in the hospital. Oh well. H1N1. Why don't you Google the address today? You find out I'm telling you the truth. It'll set you free. See, I've been in 2 comas in my life. One, I was crippled for life, but Jesus said, get up, got up. Next, when I died, got to come back and help you. I've been God's example. It's like the devil is trying to hold us back and knock us down, but God's delays aren't God's denials. So we can play. So here's chapter 18. Can you pay attention? Can you turn these both up as high as you can? See, chapter 18, this is what I heard when I was 7.5. Now I'm listening to the poker game in Mrs. Hope House. Every once in a while, those rich and famous people drinking, smoking, and talking out their butts. They said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. They told me it was weird. Probably true. I went down to the Torrance Police Department because I knew there was a library the next day. Rode my little bicycle. I acted the librarian and said, man, what does this mean? She walked away rudely. She came back a few minutes later and said, here's a buck, here's a microfiche. She was all big. I read the book. All right, there's no blueprint, so I created my own. Went back to the library for 2 years. You see, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. We're not stupid, but people do stupid things. So I created Helping Hand Industries. If you have a corp and you pay thousands, I'm sorry, that's just stupid. All corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay a little filing fee, and you didn't learn diddly squat. I got 100,000 a mil. Hell, I got named in the movie Dave. You see, corporations and divisions, they get cash credit now through my system today. Would you like to play? Let me know, because I can make you a certified CFO. I built credit for my cat while I was at the Bonaventure to prove my point too. Inc. magazine interviewed me. I said use plastic to finance your business. What's on the next front page of their articles too? You see, I like you to get out your magic wand today. I like you to have 9 divisions of you. 9. So let's understand what happens today as we play. All right, we're going to do a corporate umbrella. Divisions are private under the corporate umbrella. And the reason I know all about it because I invented them and nobody else knows how to play. So you might want to play with me today. We get a tax ID for our corporate divisions, and I get to build the credit reports. And I get to build you cash credit now. Line you up for some checkbook money too. There you go. If you say $1 million, I'll say 9 divisions. You say 5 million, I'll say 41. Numbers don't lie. They always work every step of the way. So if you have a corporation today, I'll get you a cash credit right away. Would you like 9 sisters? Those are divisions under the corporate umbrella. So this way you can build $1 million to $10 million of credit each entity. Oh, by the way, you can put a piece of property in each one. How about a franchise? Oh, one screws up, boo-hoo-hoo, disconnect, isolate, incorporate, write off on the taxes, go get another one. Your banks and grocery stores and cities do this in your face. They use subsidiaries. I want to use divisions because they're more private. Is that okay with you? Your biggest problem is you don't know how to play. Whose fault is that? Oh, the goal. I always hear all the time, Ray, no one told me. Who the hell told me besides I had to research it myself? I would have loved to have me helping me. So I invented division process in 85, 86. We could play. When I get you cash credit, why don't you loan it out? That way you can learn basically on cash flow free per time. On my book 45 years ago on page 6. Enhance your credit, enhance your paycheck, or replace it. See, I think corporate credit's free damn money. You just have to maintain a little payment. For every $50,000 you loan out, you make $2,000 of positive cash flow. So you can make $8,000 to $15,000 a month, and you can learn to be an investor to the corporation you're the founder of too. Isn't that fun? You see, if you say 5 million up to 190 a month, there it is. It's in my book called Buckets of Money, 41 Divisions. I got to make your money making machine. Is that okay? So let's say these people, they all got their million that I basically built up for them too. And now they're in that class at 6 a.m. or 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturdays. You can leverage money into more money if you want. Let's pretend you're listening 100% corp and 9 divisions. And I got you basically a spark card up to 100,000 and got 9 more. Is that $1 million? Oh, if I got you the Bank of America Blue and I got 9 more, is that $2 million too? If I got basically the platinum from Wells Fargo and 9 more of that, is that another $1 million? Oh, Ink Card 2, Gold Card 2. So we got 10 great creditors, and here's only 5 we're talking about so far. And that can be up to 5 million. And we haven't even talked about checkbook money yet. The banks that give you checkbook money. All right, it's called unsecured business line for 150. As long as you have a 2-year corporation. If you got one this year, you wait till next year, I'll give you one I got. It's up to you. So you can learn to play if you want today. All right, the banks give checkbook money. Wouldn't you like that too? Up to $5.4 million. But again, it's a choice. You have to have corporate divisions too. Now, why don't you think about taking a picture of this? Everybody says, I want $1 million, Ray. Okay. 10% of $1 million is 100,000. That's what I usually charge. People used to wire that 10, 15 times a day, 2009 all the time. Here we get all the divisions, all these bonuses, about 45,000 bonuses. So here today, you can put 10,000 down, and I can build you credit, and you can pay your payments through the credit I build you. Okay. If you wanted 75,000 paid in full, then we basically build it right away for you and your 18 divisions too. No bonuses, it's 60,000. There you go. If you did it today, all right, and you sign up, we double the credit for you. Now makes it 2 million. There you go. It's a Zelle bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Ultimate goal. Now, if you got a 650, within 5 to 46 days, adding history, I can pop credit right away and build you up and away. So here's credit lines. Take a picture of this. If you ever want to add more credit to your package, or when you get into a package from $10,000 to $100,000, I discount literally up to about 60% sometimes. Office, their best thing they can discount is 30. From here, if you did any one of those today, you're going to get the 18 books and CDs if you haven't had received it before. You get 1 set for free. It's a Zelle. That's all you got to do. From here, I like the goodies. We went on the, sponsored the Love Ride many times and got to ride with Neil Diamond twice. We can sing Holly Holy and Red Wine too. Kind of fun. I like goodies. You like goodies too? Yacht in the backyard. Guess what we get to do? How bad you want it? So don't forget about the car, the house, and the building. Who's going to basically put it in a division? Don't guarantee from you. You guarantee as a division of you. How you receive money matters too. And daisy chaining credit. up to 99 cards off every card you get. So never forget, line 1 can have your name. All right, credit files under you, tax ID, corp, division, subsidiary. So a division of me can guarantee car, card, house, franchise. What's the goal again? Never bring the pain home. So again, please, please, please look at your corporation on the Secretary's website if you have one. If you use your home address, please change it, because that'd be silly and dumb. Put your ducks in a row. They sue the court no matter what, they're going to sue you. So your corporation should never do business. It should manage entities. That give you the line of defense. And they're more privately filed anyway. They're not in everybody's face. And keep in mind, divisions are corporations today. If you allow me to get you the tax ID, I'm allowed to put it in my system and create credit reports, Experian, Tragio, and Equifax under the corporate umbrella. And tax ID, debt follows tax ID. So today, if you did it while on the live webinar, because the office charges $1,000 each, it's $9 for $1,000. It's 18, so 9 for you and 9 for the asset you're obtaining, $16.99 if it was done. All right, and then from there, all right, if you Zelle, then you get that discount. If not, then you call the office, pay $1,000 each. And if you did it here, again, if you haven't got the 18 books and CDs, you'll get them for free one time too. There's your Zelle. You see, the goal should be $1 million up to that for credit for the corporation, and $5 million of checkbook money. That's what I think your goal should be. So 100,000 to $1 million. Literally, we're going to become an OPM, supply and vendor credit. Got that? So the ultimate goal is very simple. It's called Dun and Bradstreet. All right, as we play, and don't forget checkbook money. That you got to have a 2-year corporation to get up to the 5.4 million, and divisions to that as well. Use your corp you have from last year, this year, or we have to wait till next year, or you can get one I have in stock. Now, the office sells it for $999. You file it in any state you want to. It's ready filed. You just file it as a foreign corp. An officer's list, you update it for you. We charge $250 if you want us to do that work. During the broadcast only, because I turn people down all the time. Well, Ray said it's $299. That was during the class, during the webinar. I can't charge you less than $9.99. Oh, okay. You see, when I say now, it means now. If you want one of the ones I have left, it's $299. But it's a Zelle, now. If not, pay the $1,000 at the office. Simple to do. All right. The reality is I got 8 classes in rotation. Every one of these, 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning. This Saturday is daisy chaining of credit. 1 card to more cards. We charge $999 for 90 days of specialties. All right, or we charge $499 per class. Ultimate goal, this crap has to stop. The whole world needs to know my rules and tools, because there's no reason to do this to anybody ever. And as long as you understand rules and tools, and you know 2 cards, you can jack up $1 million. And on top of that, you never fluctuate your credit score ever again, as long as you maintain the payment. That's easy for rules and tools. Again, we don't screw up our credit again. All applications in the United States of America, all right, want a certified CFO for the cash credit. As we play, if you want me to build a gold or platinum card up for you, no problem. I will charge you to build up $999 per card. There you go. Okay. If you haven't had that and you do, and you want the 18 books and CDs, they're yours for free. If it was done during the broadcast too. And there's a bonus. I'm going to give you 2 private calls with me if you did it now. If you don't, then you just wait and pay more at the office too, and no more bonuses. Zelle. Simple to do. Now, if you ever have a problem Zelling, you want to use a card during my broadcast, you call my controller, Scott. He's 800-510-3338. You say, I saw Ray on the webinar and he offered this to me, and then he'll go, okay, no problem. But he's not going to sell it to you. If you need a bunch of questions and answers, call a specialist, no problem. You just pay the normal fee, because I got to pay them a commission. So when you use personal credit to use and start a business and build it up, you get stuck, you can't get any more, you drop your score, you can't ride a daily squad. I mean, that would be just stupid. And you're not stupid, so we're going to do it the right way, okay? We're going to use corporate credit finance the corporation and its divisions, write it all off interest rate too, because borrow money is not taxable. And we're going to show you how to build a lifetime income too. We're going to have your cake and eat it too. Okay, Ray's rules, simple. All right, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home again. As we play, if I gave you a check today for $1 million, if you banked in your personal account, I'm sorry, I'd say that's dumb. You only get to keep 375. If you put it in a corporation, you get to pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, it seems to be no taxes due. Ultimate goal again, doesn't matter what type of corp and tax in the beginning. You haven't made any damn money. Reality is step 8. Now we have to look at the United States of America Incorporated. They have bankrupt 11 cities so far. There'll be a couple more as well. And there's also a new state coming around down the road too. So what do we get to do? They got 50 corporations. They call them states. States got corporations called cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy just in case, because they planned the problem too. They bankrupt the debt, state, and business. As long as you have no intent to do fraud, you could do the same thing. Why would you bring the pain home? Now, I'd like you to Google bankruptcy today. Bankruptcy gives you 2 choices, SSN, SS4. Family, credit, you and screw up you and your family, no. Corp, division, subsidiary. The next time blank hits the fan, who's going to be the duck? Is it going to be you and your family or the corporate divisions? So keep in mind, if you let me add you to my credit system, I can rebuild you to the millionaire corporation. As we do this, you have to pay attention. You got to go to class, not following you. You know what? And you got to follow the rules and tools, because I can build you up to $1 million. When you bought a corporation from you and you bought it from down in the past, I'm sorry, you didn't learn diddly squat. You probably paid $3,000 to $5,000 for it too. Corporations in all 50 states are free. You pay a little filing fee. California even waived the fee till June of this year. You don't have to be a sheep or a duck. Now here's a starter package. This is for beginners. So today, all right, understand national average for a corp is $3,000. I don't understand why. I like to rebuild your credit, rapid rescore. Articles also says tax that hand to you for free. If you don't have them, if you do, we'll build what you got. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with me live. I'm going to give you $5,000 of cash credit, $5,000. It's normally $19.99. I'm going to discount this right now for you because that's 2.5 times your money back. And what I'm going to do is discount it to $9.99. That means you get 5 times your money back. And that's supposed to say 5,000. There's an edited mistake. So the ultimate goal, it's 5,000, 5 times your money back. The ultimate goal is very simple. So the discount's only during the broadcast. Okay, and if you did that, you would also get the 18 books and CDs for free if you haven't got it already one time too. Now, if you do it during the broadcast, I double the amount of credit. Instead of 5,000, it would be 10,000. There you go. The millionaire in the making comes with $25,000 of credit, and your normal investment's $5,000. Difference is I'm discounting that today, literally to $2,499, giving you 10 times your money back, $25,000 of credit, and you're stuck with me for 90 days. All right, and we expedite everything we can for you too. If this is done in the discount now, during the broadcast, all right, you get the books and CDs you haven't received it already, and I will double the amount to $50,000 if it's done during my broadcast only. It is a Zell period. All right, it needs to be done now as we do this. Run your race, beat your doubt, get out of your own way. Let me repackage you. And now I'd like you to basically understand getting past go. I show you real goodies I obtained. God's gift, the house and mansions in the harbor, race boats, RayReynoldsUniversity.com, and big yachts too, helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. I'd like you to change your driver's license today to a P.O. Box mail-in address, please. I'd like you to gain more privacy. Now, I'd like to look at your car you drive today, because what you did is you let them sweat you for 5 hours, treating you like a duck and a sheep. You signed a piece of paper and got 9 inquiries too. You could have wrote down this allows 1 inquiry, took a picture, you could have set the tone, but unfortunately you did it your way, and I think your way is wrong anyway. So a car is literally fleet price tax ID division. No fleet pride, no basically gap insurance, doesn't show up on personal reports. It is a corporate write-off. You're becoming a certified CFO. Lose a house, lose a car, creditor gives it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you got double problem because you didn't plan the problem. You did that to yourself too. With all these bumpity bumps and all the things happening on the freeway and all the attorneys on TV, or when they interrupt your social media, would you like this check? Were you in an accident? Were you in the front seat, the back seat? Were you in the trunk of the car? See, when they sue the registered owner, they tend to sue everybody and they take everything you got. Divisions give you the line of defense. So when they sue, they get diddly squat. Why not? Planning the problem, step 14. Cars divisions. When you fix up properties, put them in divisions because you don't know who's going to slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. Your paycheck should offset your house payment, offset your taxes. From there, Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax? They're playing the game. They're doing what they're allowed to do. There's no loophole. All right, when he bought Twitter with a line of credit within 24 hours, he's twiddly dumb. I think he's twiddly dumb and twiddly dee, but he's got a spaceship. And so do the other two guys. They have spaceships too. You could actually join the club, win the battle, and play along too. Step 15. Now, Carl here has a 1.2 billion line of credit, Bank of America. So he brings in under $1 billion. You never pay state or federal tax. Walt Disney and Newsweek shows how they use an IOU to no pay tax on $1 billion that's in the bank. Borrow money is not taxable, leveraging money to more money. If you ever have a problem processing an order to Zelle, all you gotta do is call 800-510-3338 and ask for Scott, the controller. He'll write up your order so you get the discount I offered today. If you don't, call the specialist, pay the normal price. That's up to you. All right, run your life through a corporation or conjunction. Very easy to do. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Your paycheck is taxable income. You get the leftover, and then most people are paying the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. I think you should be yelling no today and drive a company car like I do. From there, I'd like you to go to irs.gov because we're going to play by the rules, and I want you to get an SS4 form today. It'll say banking and credit purposes too. It is public record. You never had to be a duck in the first place because when they sue you, you got a duck. Here's Mama. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, she's got to sign the SSN form for the baby so they can bond the baby for $35 million apiece and print more money. Baby goes stroller, car seat goes home. Ultimate goal is very simple to understand. Everything I do is rules and tools. So that means when I buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust, I'm sorry to say that's stupid. When they sue you, they screw you and take it away. When you die, stuck in a probate, and your family got diddly squat. I guess that's the way you planned it. Why not? You hire a contractor to fix up a property. Oh, goody. They hire the subcontractors to stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, and cut corners and they sue you, they take everything you got. My way, no matter what happens, they get diddly squat. Maybe you look at an irrevocable trust today. Ultimate goal, that's step 19. 6 more to go. Ultimate goal today, I get people all the time, Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I tell them to knock off the crap. You can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Okay, Wesley Snipes tried it. He went to prison for 3 years, got fined $5 million. Okay, ruined his whole damn life. All right, so do yourself a favor. You tried it. Go get the IRS form, 656 433 A and B. It's irs.gov. That is step 20 today. Now we got to become an OPM. We save up to 70%. We don't pay a bill up to 90 days. You get an escrow, give you $200,000. What do? Use Ray's rules to leverage it to $15 million. Most people piss it away and they're broke the next day. All right, borrow money is not taxable. You set up the line of defense. By the way, that is called step 21. Blackjack, looks like you won again. My office in 2009, One Technology Drive, Irvine Spectrum, 22,000 square feet. Locations 3 states, up to $1 million a day. And then I got to die and come back and be broken homeless too. What am I gonna do? Cry like a little baby? I don't understand, stupid. I'm sorry. So I took my blueprint out, see it, believe it, go get it. And then I took my closet divisions too. And I put the credit cards that I went to work. and build another $1 million of credit again. Nobody ever had to bring the pain home in the first place. Why they do is their stupidity. They're not stupid, but they don't know how to play, and they better get their assets to me right away. It's my last and final year, step 22. 1,000 steps to millionaire, certified CFO. Anything you sign up today, pretty simple. I'm giving away level 1, 2, and 3 in all specialty classes. Today is the last day of the month, and we have to close our books. Corporation's a legal person. We build credit to the corp and each division. We get to multiply into the corporate umbrella. Every tax ID builds credit reports and cash credit right away, lines you up for checkbook money. Remember, tax ID is Experian trying to do an Equifax. No one ever had to screw it up in the first place. Me equals a CFO, cash credit, card, house, franchise, never bring the pain home. Don't forget line 1. That's a person, corp, division, subsidiary. So if you say you want $1 million, I'll say 9 divisions. You say you want 5, I'll say 41. Ultimate goal is very simple. When I do the divisions, I do the tax ID, add 2,000 of history, and I make sure we build the credit reports. The office charges $1,000 each. It's a good price. Today you get 9 for $1,000. You get 18 for $16.99 if it's done the webinar now. If you don't, call the office. You can pay the normal fee. Today, basically, if you Zelle during the broadcast, this is how you get the special discount. From there, if you don't have the 18 books and CDs, I'll give them to you for free. You only get 1 set for free. From here, it's a Zelle, now, or you miss the opportunity. On you. What are you willing to lose? Corporation? Family? No. Division? Well, if we play chess today, we lose pieces on both sides. So that means my way, we're both going to get checkmate. Step 23, ultimate goal. Now understand, if you give referrals, I'll build more credit or I'll sell you back 10%. But they have to say your name when they sign up. If not, you miss the opportunity. You can always email me their name. I'll have Scott call them or write it up right away. And if you did that way, I'd even give you the 18 books and CDs. You haven't had it for free yet, too. Reaching the dream. Think to be the impossible. Raise rules. All right, training people at corporation divisions and learn to be a certified CFO. Make them into a corporate millionaire. Simple to do. Again, I said credit, loan, money. First $100,000 should be focusing on lifetime income. Financial freedom today, $100,000 through me is $39.99. Zelle during the program only. If not, the office is 10%, $10,000. Their best is 7. It's up to you. Making you a corporate millionaire. Would you like to be next? Let me know. So I have this program for 6 months. There's 2 months left, and it's a review. We're going to be tearing apart the Millionaires Founders Kit. All right, the real estate system. All right, financial system. It is May 26th, 27th, 28th, and we're going to help people reach their goals. From there, if you want to join us, you can. It's very simple. Today, their bonuses are level 1, 2, and 3. All right, and all specialty classes, and 25,000 of cash credit. Normally about 7,000. I'm giving it away literally today for $1,000. From here, if you want the level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty classes, and you want to go 6 months, and you want $50,000 of credit, normally are at about 10 grand. Reality today, it is discounted to $1,999. It is definitely a Zelle during the broadcast only. Again, we're going to be reaching your goals. You start class right away. It's online with me. Extra bonuses, the 18 books and CDs if you don't have it already. All right, and 3 private calls with me. There you go. From there, when you sign up today, I will double the credit to 50 to 100. Depends on what you do, up to you. It is a Zelle during the broadcast only, so you better Zelle right away. Making you a money-making machine would be important. They got their million. They're working on their 5 to 10 million now. So if we look at the basics of a corporation and take one card 9 times 9 more, there's the million. We do it again, there's the million. We do it again, there's the million. Do it again, there's the million. And that's only 5 out of the 10 we can go get. Not counting the checkbook money. So the ultimate goal is we can multiply entity, getting checkbook money up to 5.4 million. And that would be the ultimate goal for all of you to focus on today. So keep in mind, if you want that $1 million of cash credit, take a picture. That's $45,000 of bonuses. 10,000 down, you pay through as it builds you the credit for more and more and more. Or 100,000 is 10%. Today it is discounted with bonuses 75,000, or it is 60,000 with no bonuses. And if it was done today, I'm going to double the credit for you to $2 million. There you go. From there, remember, if you got a 650, I can usually start popping credit up to 46 working days. If you want to add credit to your package, as you get a package today, here's the 10,000 to 100,000 discounted on my price to you. If it is Zelle during the broadcast, you also get the 18 books and CDs for free. There's your Zelle bank transfer wire deposit too. Ultimate goal, let me add you to my credit system. I can rebuild every one of you, show you how to get the American dream, but I do have to analyze your credit and see exactly what kind of a mess we have to deal with. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I want you to do on your part while I do most of the work for you anyway. Never have joint credit. It's in the way. Buy a house, escrow, closed homestead, trust. Corporation, I don't know why people spend thousands when they're free in all 50 states. Corporations need divisions, real estate, franchise, current business, and the line of defense. Ray's rules is what I live by, besides the Bible and that number 2. From there, Bible's number 1. But understand today, I give bonus cash credit so it can take away excuses as you write it off too. If all you want from me is a 750, okay, let's analyze you, add history. From there, we'll rebuild the credit, rapid score. You go to class on Saturday, your focus 750, we charge you $9.99. We give you a 1,000 card back. From here, I discount it during my broadcast to $4.99. Ultimate goal is very simple. The card becomes $500. All right, so you reverse yourself too. If you did it during the broadcast, I double that card to 1,000, so you double your money, but it has to be done during the broadcast. The starter package is $19.99. You get 5,000 basic of bonus cash credit, which is literally 2.5 times your money. Discounted to $999, and what's going to happen is literally that's 5 times your money back. It's a typo. You're getting $5,000 for credit, not 25. From here, you get the books and CDs. If you Zelled it during the broadcast, then you get $10,000 of credit back. The million in the making, normally $5,000. You get $25,000 of credit, discounted to $24.99. So instead of 5 times, you get 10 times your money back. Ultimate goal again, if it's Zelled during the broadcast, you're getting the 18 books and CDs if you haven't received it already, and then I double the credit literally to $50,000. It is definitely a Zelle. All right, bank transfer deposit. If you have a problem processing an order by Zelle, all you do is call Scott 800-510-3338, and Scott will write up your order too. All right, from there, the corporation should have divisions, your banks, cities, grocery stores, Geico, Sam's Club, get rid of pieces too. Your goal is you didn't give yourself more than one chance to try. From here, we're going to stop bringing the pain home, becoming a certified CFO, and become a corporate millionaire through reprogramming our brains too. We're going to look behind the curtain. We're going to stay safe and strong. We're going to do our best. What Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, you had your opportunity. Last and final day of the month. If you don't do it, it's okay. Then you just blew it. Talk to salespeople to get the normal price. Doesn't matter if you said, Ray offered this. I offered it. It's now through me now. It's not 10 minutes from now. It's not an hour from now. It's not next week. 800-510-3338 if you want the opportunity to the things I offered today. From there, we stay safe. We stay strong. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.